It might surprise you, but eating the wrong type of meat after 65 could raise your risk of heart disease by over 60%, and most seniors don't even know they're doing it. The scariest part? Some of these meats are in your kitchen right now. You may think they're harmless, maybe even healthy, but they could be fueling inflammation, kidney stress, and even early memory loss, quietly day after day. There's one meat in particular, often considered a treat, that experts now warn no senior should eat not even once a week. If it's part of your diet, the damage may already be happening. In this video, you'll discover 3 meats seniors should never touch, plus 3 powerful ones that can help protect your heart, sharpen your mind, and even fight aging from the inside out. Stick around until the end because the last meat on our never list almost nobody talks about. If you care about staying strong, independent, and clear-minded well into your golden years, this might be the most important thing you watch today. Now, let's start with the worst offenders. 3 meats that should never touch your plate after 65. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 inch in the comments. If not, type 2 inches to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Bacon. The silent killer hiding behind the sizzle. It's crispy, comforting, and for many, a nostalgic staple of Sunday breakfast. But for seniors, bacon is more than just a guilty pleasure. It's a quiet threat to your longevity. Behind the scent of sizzling fat and the satisfying crunch lies a cocktail of dangerous compounds that target the very systems most vulnerable in aging bodies: the heart, the brain, and the blood vessels. What makes bacon so dangerous isn't just its high saturated fat content notorious for clogging arteries and spiking LDL cholesterol. It's the chemical preservatives like nitrates and nitrites, substances added to maintain color and flavor, that are of even greater concern. Once inside the body, these compounds can convert into nitramines, carcinogenic chemicals linked to cancers of the colon, stomach, and pancreas. The World Health Organization classifies processed meats like bacon as Group 1 carcinogens, placing them in the same risk category as tobacco smoke and asbestos. For older adults, whose cellular repair systems are already slowing down, the damage adds up faster and heals slower. But the danger doesn't stop there. Bacon also contains a high concentration of advanced glycation end products AGEs, harmful compounds formed when meat is cooked at high temperatures like frying or grilling. These AGEs accelerate oxidative stress and inflammation, 2 driving forces behind age-related diseases like Alzheimer's, arthritis, and cardiovascular disease. As inflammation creeps in silently, it weakens blood vessels, clouds memory, and increases joint pain, all without a clear warning sign. What's especially cruel is that bacon masks harm and joy. Its taste brings familiarity, perhaps even memories of childhood or early family life. But that emotional comfort can come at the cost of real, irreversible damage. Seniors are often told to eat what brings them joy, but when that joy brings high blood pressure, insulin resistance, and vascular stiffness, it becomes a false friend. The more frequently bacon appears on your plate, the more you're feeding the very conditions that steal years from your life. It only takes a few strips a week to begin tipping the scale, not just on weight, but on systemic inflammation. And contrary to popular belief, there is no safe amount of processed bacon for people over 65. For seniors managing conditions like hypertension, heart disease, or kidney stress, bacon isn't just unhealthy, it's dangerous. So while the smell might tempt and the crunch might comfort, the cost is steep. Each bite chips away at your resilience, and unfortunately, it often goes unnoticed until the consequences are too deeply rooted to reverse. But bacon isn't the only innocent-looking meat doing silent harm in aging bodies. There's another common meat, served at cookouts, on holiday platters, and in many lunchboxes, that carries its own hidden dangers, and unlike bacon, this one pretends to be healthy. Let's talk about it next. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment 1 inch below to let me know you're with me. 2. Processed meats. Convenience that comes at a life-changing cost. It's easy to understand why processed meats have become a staple in so many American homes, especially for seniors living alone or on a tight budget. They're convenient, prepackaged, and require little effort. A few slices of ham, a hot dog, or a cold-cut sandwich may seem like a harmless solution to a quick lunch, but beneath that convenience lies a dangerous truth. Processed meats are slowly, quietly chipping away at the foundation of your health. Processed meats including sausages, deli meats, salami, hot dogs, and ham are heavily salted, chemically preserved, and often smoked. These preparation methods make the meats taste good and last longer, but they also flood your body with nitrates. Nitrites and sodium substances that fuel chronic inflammation, damage blood vessels, and increase the risk of stroke, heart failure, and colon cancer. For a younger person, the body might bounce back from these assaults, but for older adults, whose detoxification systems slow down with age, the effects accumulate silently but powerfully. The World Health Organization has officially linked processed meats to increased cancer risk, and studies show that even 50 grams per day, about 2 slices of deli meat, raises the chance of colorectal cancer by 18%. Seniors already navigating multiple medications, reduced immune response, and fragile organ function are especially vulnerable. Add to this the high sodium content, and you have a recipe for worsening hypertension, water retention, and kidney strain, 3 of the most common health challenges in people over 65. And yet, because these meats are often marketed as lean or light, they masquerade as health-conscious choices. A turkey sandwich might sound harmless, but if it's made with cured, packaged meat, it's introducing chemical preservatives and inflammatory compounds directly into your system. Over time, they erode your cognitive clarity, weaken your vascular flexibility, and make everyday wellness harder to maintain. What's perhaps most heartbreaking is that processed meats are often chosen by seniors seeking simplicity, looking for easy, comforting meals. But that simplicity may come at the cost of cognitive decline, heart strain, and even independence. We must ask ourselves, is the convenience of a few saved minutes worth the potential loss of years? Now, you might think avoiding bacon and processed meats puts you on safer ground, and in many ways it does. But there's one more type of meat that's just as dangerous yet far more deceptive. It's praised for its richness, savored in steakhouses, and often eaten rare for flavor, but for seniors, this beloved meat may be delivering more than just taste. It may be delivering trouble. Let's uncover it next. 3. Rare, industrial red meat. The flavor that fights your future. For many, a juicy rare steak is a symbol of indulgence, a reward at the end of a long day, a centerpiece for special dinners, or a taste of something bold and primal. But for those over 65, that indulgence may carry a price far higher than most realize. Red meat, especially when undercooked and sourced from industrial farms, is not just heavy on the stomach. It's heavy on the heart, the joints, and the mind. As we age, our metabolism slows, our digestive tract becomes less efficient, and our immune system no longer works with the same precision it once had. The proteins and saturated fats found in red meat, particularly in grain-fed, factory-farmed cuts, become harder to break down and more taxing on the kidneys, liver, and colon. And when that steak is cooked rare, potential pathogens like E. coli or Listeria may not be fully killed, posing a real threat to seniors with weaker immune defenses. Beyond the risk of infection, there's an even more insidious danger: inflammation. Red meat is rich in arachidonic acid, a compound that fuels inflammatory responses in the body. In younger years, this inflammation might be manageable, but in aging bodies already battling arthritis, cardiovascular issues, or memory decline, this added burden can deepen existing problems and trigger new ones. Seniors with joint stiffness, cognitive fog, or fatigue may not even realize that the meat on their plate is partly to blame. Then there's how red meat is prepared. Grilled, charred, or pan-seared to perfection, yes, but at what cost? Cooking meat at high temperatures produces heterocyclic amines HCAS and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons PAHs, chemicals shown to increase the risk of certain cancers, particularly of the colon and prostate. Combined with a digestive system that's less robust and slower to heal, the result is a subtle but steady erosion of long-term health. What's especially deceptive is that red meat is often framed as protein-rich and iron-packed, both true but incomplete, because the same iron that supports oxygen transport can also accumulate in older adults and fuel oxidative stress, especially when not balanced by antioxidants. In the long run, that means more cellular damage and a greater risk of degenerative disease. For older adults hoping to preserve their independence, sharp thinking, and energy, it's time to rethink that steak dinner, because what may taste like strength on the tongue may be draining it from your body day by day, bite by bite. Still, meat doesn't have to be the enemy. Not all meat is equal. In fact, there are 3 powerful protein sources that can strengthen your bones, sharpen your mind, and nourish your heart, and we'll uncover those next. 3 best meats that seniors should eat. Wild-caught salmon, the meat that thinks for you. There's a quiet wisdom in the waters, and few foods capture it as beautifully as wild-caught salmon. For seniors navigating the natural changes that come with aging, slower memory, aching joints, fatigue that lingers, this particular meat isn't just nourishment. It's medicine disguised as a meal. It's rich in flavor yet gentle on the body. Salmon is one of the most powerful allies for those seeking to protect their minds, strengthen their hearts, and age not just longer but better. What sets wild-caught salmon apart is its exceptional content of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, which are essential to maintaining cognitive health, emotional balance, and vascular strength. These aren't just nutrients, they are protectors. Studies from Harvard and the Journal of the American Geriatric Society show that regular consumption of omega-3s can reduce brain shrinkage, slow the progression of Alzheimer's, and even improve mood and sleep quality, common challenges faced by many older adults. But salmon does more than guard the mind. It supports the very structure of life itself, the heart. Its fats are known to reduce triglycerides, lower blood pressure, and improve the elasticity of arteries, helping to prevent strokes and heart attacks, 2 of the leading causes of death in people over 65. And unlike many meats that contribute to inflammation, wild salmon actually fights it. Its astaxanthin content, the pigment that gives it its pink hue, is one of the most potent natural antioxidants known to science. Just as important as what salmon contains is what it leaves out. No artificial hormones, no harmful antibiotics, and no saturated fat overload. Unlike heavily processed meats or red meat from industrial farms, salmon supports clean eating, vital for seniors with slower digestion, sensitive kidneys, or compromised immune systems. Even texture plays a role. The soft, flaky nature of properly cooked salmon makes it easier to chew and swallow, a gentle but crucial consideration for older adults with dental issues or dysphagia. And it's versatile. Baked, steamed, or grilled with olive oil and herbs, salmon nourishes without burdening. Eating wild-caught salmon 2 to 3 times per week isn't a diet trend. It's a conscious investment in memory, energy, and mobility. It's giving your body the resources it needs to keep up with the life you still want to live. For seniors, food is no longer just about taste, it's about function. And while salmon may be the king of brain food, there's another meat, often overlooked, that quietly restores strength to aging bodies in a completely different way. It's lean, familiar, and surprisingly powerful. Let's talk about it next. 2. Free-range chicken. The gentle strength behind resilient aging. Sometimes, the best solutions are the simplest. In a world full of diet fads and complex nutrition advice, there's something quietly powerful about the humble chicken, especially when it's free-range, unprocessed, and cooked with care. For seniors, this isn't just a lean meat option. It's a strategic healing food that supports nearly every system in the aging body without overtaxing it. Free-range chicken is rich in high-quality, easily digestible protein, a nutrient that becomes more vital and more difficult to utilize with age. After 65, the body begins to lose muscle mass, naturally a condition known as sarcopenia, which leads to frailty, slower recovery from illness, and a higher risk of falls. The amino acids in chicken, particularly leucine, are essential for muscle repair and maintenance. Unlike heavier meats, chicken is gentle on the stomach and doesn't overwhelm aging kidneys, making it ideal for seniors walking the tightrope between nutrition and organ function. But this bird brings more than just protein to the table. Free-range chicken contains vitamin B6, which supports brain function and helps regulate mood and sleep, crucial pillars for maintaining emotional and mental health. Zinc, which bolsters the immune system, and niacin, which plays a key role in cellular energy production. Together, these nutrients form a foundation of vitality that helps seniors stay independent, active, and sharp. Choosing free-range or pasture-raised chicken is critical, as these birds aren't pumped with hormones or antibiotics and live in conditions that allow for more natural development. The result: meat with better fat composition, cleaner flavor, and higher nutritional integrity. Industrial poultry, on the other hand, often carries hidden toxins, stress hormones, and residues that aging bodies don't filter out as efficiently. Even the way chicken is prepared matters: gently cooked, roasted, boiled, or grilled with olive oil and herbs. It becomes a medicine of sorts, and its softer texture makes it more accessible for those with chewing or swallowing difficulties, ensuring seniors can nourish their bodies without discomfort. In many ways, free-range chicken is the unsung hero of healthy aging. It's not flashy, but it's reliable, providing steady energy, structural support, and immune defense in every bite. It's the kind of meat that doesn't just feed you, it fortifies you. Still, there's one more meat, a surprising one that many overlook. It's not found in most daily diets, yet it's so rich in essential nutrients that even a small serving can revitalize aging minds and support cellular health in extraordinary ways. Let's discover it next. 3. Grass-fed beef liver. Nature's multivitamin for the aging body. It may not be the most glamorous cut of meat, but grass-fed beef liver has long held a reputation as one of the most nutrient-dense foods available, and for seniors, it may be one of the most valuable tools for restoring strength, clarity, and resilience in the later chapters of life. When energy begins to wane and mental sharpness becomes harder to hold onto, liver offers something rare: real, foundational nourishment that addresses the body's most pressing age-related needs at the cellular level. Beef liver, when sourced from grass-fed, ethically raised cattle, is rich in vitamins and minerals in concentrations that no pill can match. Just one modest portion provides a staggering dose of vitamin B12, crucial for brain function, mood balance, and nerve health. Many older adults suffer from low B12 levels without even knowing it, mistaking the symptoms, memory lapses, fatigue, low mood, for normal aging. In truth, they may simply be malnourished. But liver's benefits go far beyond B12. It's also packed with iron in the form of heme iron, which is far more absorbable than the iron found in plant-based foods or synthetic supplements. This matters deeply for seniors, especially women, and those with anemia or circulation issues, as iron plays a direct role in carrying oxygen to the brain and muscles, enhancing both mental alertness and physical endurance. Then there's vitamin A, present in liver in its fully active form, retinol, essential for healthy vision, skin repair, and immune function. Liver also contains folate, zinc, copper, choline, and CoQ10, all of which work in harmony to support cardiovascular health, mitochondrial function, and detoxification systems that gradually weaken with age. Because of its dense nutritional profile, liver should be consumed with care and moderation. Just once or twice a week is more than enough. When prepared correctly, gently sautéed with onions, slow cooked in stews, or blended into pâtés, it can be surprisingly rich and flavorful, offering both substance and satisfaction. For seniors who feel like their energy has quietly slipped away, like their memory has dulled or their immune system isn't what it used to be. This organ meat can feel almost medicinal. It doesn't just nourish, it rebuilds. And while beef liver may be a nutritional powerhouse, what matters just as much is knowing which meats to avoid, because even a single poor choice can undo the progress you've made. So let's take one final moment to reflect. The price you pay. When it comes to the food you put on your plate, especially after age 65, every choice matters. Not all at once, not in dramatic fashion, but slowly, quietly, and over time. One bite at a time, your body either fights for you or fails you, depending on what you've chosen to feed it. The meats you eat can either nourish your mind, protect your heart, and keep your body moving, or they can steal your energy, cloud your memory, and chip away at your independence. And the price you pay for the wrong choices, it's not always visible. It's not just in blood pressure readings or cholesterol numbers. Sometimes it shows up in the fatigue you can't shake, the forgetfulness that starts to worry your family, the stiffness that keeps you from your morning walk. The truth is, most seniors don't feel the effects of poor eating habits until it's too late. But by then, damage has been done, and reversing it is much harder than preventing it. That's why making small, intentional changes now matters so much. You don't need a complete diet overhaul. You don't need to give up the joy of eating. You just need to be wiser with your choices. Say no to the meats that sabotage your health, the heavily processed, chemically preserved, or dangerously fatty ones, and say yes to the meats that work with your body. Wild-caught fish, free-range poultry, nutrient-rich organ meats. These aren't just food. They're fuel for a longer, stronger, clearer life. Because in the end, you always pay a price, whether it's in disease or in health. The question is, which one are you choosing? So now it's your turn. Have you made a change to your diet that made a difference? Which meat do you swear by or avoid at all costs? We want to hear from you. Drop a comment below, and let's keep this senior health conversation going together. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 2. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.